Paul reviews everything, and today we're talking about my bike, the Diamondback Recoil. If you see my other videos, you know I just got this bike. I just got it maybe about a month ago, and I researched bikes to death before I got this one. I got a great deal on it. I wasn't going to say how much I got it for, but I'll tell you because I forgot where I bought it anyways. I got it online for $390, and it was brand new. But it was a 2015 model. But it's still in the box, still has stickers. I still got some stickers on there I haven't removed yet. I'll tell you why I got this bike. Now, for around the same price, I could have bought a rigid frame, but I decided, I really wanted, every place I read about, should you get a rigid frame, or should I get a full suspension frame, or what should I do? Which ones are best? Which one, Jesse? I don't know. It's so confusing. Now, they say, of course, you get more bang for your buck if you get a hardtail, fully front suspension bike, right? And I agree, you do. But then my thing was, every like video I always see, they're like, yeah, you know, hardtails are great. They're lighter, and they're I don't know, they use less power, blah blah blah, going up hills, and you don't have to bounce. But they always, the thing was like, always, oh yeah, it's a great deal to get. It's always a better deal to get one with the hardtail. But then they say in the end, they prefer the full suspension. And I don't recall anybody ever saying, even though the hardtails are great, that they prefer a hardtail. It seemed like everybody in the end prefers the full suspension. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to buy one bike and then go out and buy another bike. So I said, I'm just going to wait till I can get me one with full suspension. So I got this one. Now, granted, this is they said the frame. Everybody I heard about the review said the frame is great, it's light, but the components are basic, and it does seem that way. But it's good enough to get me going. I'm not don't tell anybody, but I'm 44 years old, so I'm not going to be doing much launching. I'll do little jumps here and there, but launching I probably will not do too much of. That's not what I plan on anyways. So it is heavy. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty heavy bike. But I figured I can get a bike with a good frame. I can always upgrade. So I plan on, over time, upgrading components to make it lighter. The first thing I was going to do was replace this shock, the rear shock. Apparently that's what most people do. And that's supposed to make it lighter and feel more, I don't know, responsive or something. I don't know. And then I was going to do the front forks. And that was like the major components. But what I did so far, all I did was change the pedals so far. Now these are, what it's called, I Am Rider. And they're actually made with like some kind of hard plastic, but it's got some really good nubs in there. It keeps your feet really attached. It has a nice feel to it. So I don't regret not getting aluminum. And the second thing I got was a seat. Oh, wait a minute, that's the original seat. And I said the seat. So that's the new seat I just got. I just put it on. So I'm going to probably put this together or modify everything on the cheap. So the pedals, I think were just like $22. The seat was only like $15 or $16 on Amazon. Both are from Amazon, and the bike is from eBay. And okay, I totally lost track of what I was talking about. I kept getting interrupted. But anyways, that is the bike, and I will post all my upgrades when I get it. I'm very happy with it so far. When I put it together, I initially thought it rode terrible because the handlebars were too far back, and it gave it a real weird ride. But I adjusted the handlebars, and now it handles really well. I also moved the shifter levers more in because it was rubbing against my thumb on this one particularly. When I had it before, it was out and it was rubbing. I still actually think I might move it in, leave it a little bit more. That was an issue, but easy fix. And that's about it. Oh, the one shocking surprise, which is very irritating, is the cranks. The cranks work fine, but But I was going to switch it from this 3-speed up front to a single sprocket, but I can't, because this whole thing, the arm and the sprocket are all attached. You can't just remove the sprockets from the arm, from the cranks. So basically I have to replace the whole cranks to get that single sprocket on, and I already bought the sprocket. So that's irritating. I really wanted a single speed in the front. So that's going to have to wait. But maybe it was destined. It works fine. You know, I have no problems with it. But I really did want my single speed sprocket to make it lighter. And I try to, you know, not to, it just sounds better. It's more quiet, more solid feeling. That'll be for another day. Alright, so that's what I've done so far. And once again, there's Diamondback Recoil. Thanks for watching. Paul Reviews Everything.